Previously on Storylines.
Oscar Charleston stepping in now for the Crawfords with one gone and a runner in scoring position. And that's fouled off.
There are a lot of stories of how good Oscar Charleston was, Boog, but here's one stat that sums it up pretty well. He's the only player in MLB history to win the Triple Crown 3 times. The only other players to even do it twice are Rogers Hornsby and Ted Williams.
Next pitch is outside. The last 2 of those Charleston Triple Crown years you mentioned, Singy, 1924 and 25, he was playing for the Harrisburg Giants, 2 hours east of the Philadelphia Phillies, who were finishing second to last both years, when they could have had an all-time talent leading them if not for segregation.
Dick C. was part of the $1 million infield for the Newark Eagles with Ray Dandridge, Willie Wells, and Mule Suttles. Someone once asked Dick if Oscar was as great as everyone claimed, and he said he was greater.
And another ball. That one misses. 3-0. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. And makes the grab. And there's one down. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. Still able to get it there in time. And they do get the out. Up the middle, Little. Over to first, and they get Charleston for the out. 2 outs, runner at first. Oscar Charleston. And here's the first baseman, Oscar Charleston. And he grounds one to the right side. Little tosses to first, and they get Charleston for the out. This one is blasted. A no-doubter. Grand slam. And first offering is fouled off. And that skips in the dirt. And that one ripped to left. Sanders makes the catch. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Ball 1, no strikes.
On the ground to third, Sutter slings it across, and that is the inning. That one ran inside, almost got him. And that one in the air center field. Stearns is there. Pulls it down, and there's two gone. Bennett back to work. Ground ball to the right side. Burns takes it himself. One up, one down. Hard ground ball, base knock. Walker back to work. And first offering is fouled off.
One ball, one strike.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt.
One ball, two strikes.
The next pitch misses, and the count's even at 2. Base knock center field, and the leadoff man aboard. So bases all loaded up. Here's the pitcher, Martin Digo. In the air out towards right center. This one lifted to the outfield. Oscar's really hustling for it. He hangs on. What an incredible catch from Oscar Charleston. Chance for the Hilldales to break it open early with Oscar Charleston digging in, and 2 runners on with nobody out. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
In 1921, not only did Oscar Charleston win the Triple Crown playing on the St. Louis Giants, he led the league in steals too. Only one other player ever did that, Ty Cobb in 1909. But Cobb didn't also lead the league in doubles and triples like Oscar did. Unreal.
On the ground, Little. And they get Charleston for the out. Oscar didn't stop dominating once the 1921 season ended. The St. Louis Giants played a 5-game interracial exhibition series against the Cardinals, and Oscar hit over 300 with 2 homers, 2 triples, and 8 runs batted in. Nice grab on the run, and there's 2 away.
Boog, you mentioned Oscar's incredible performance against the Cardinals in 1921. The team had never won the pennant at that point, and it took them another 4 years to do it. If they'd been willing to sign Oscar, chances are it would have happened sooner.
Steps on first for the out. First and second, No outs. Oscar Charleston stepping in now. Miller back to work. There's a strike at the knees.
0-1's the count.
Tap foul at the plate.
One ball.
McDonald, the lead runner at second. Glass on at first with nobody out. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. The throw in, and he's in safely at third as a run scores on the play.
Oh, that's inside. Nope, that's inside.
2 outs, base is empty. Next offering is fouled back. On the ground, right side. The throw to first, and they get Charleston for the out. And that will end the inning. Fought off foul. The 0-1. And there's a foul ball. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. And that one fouled off. And now the count is even. Back up the middle and a base hit. Now a long throw home. It's offline. The run comes in. The throw to second is offline. Oscar Charleston getting ready to hit. Miller back to work. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. And there's one away. In the air, left field, down the line, and that will drop foul. The 0-1 just missed. And now 2 balls and a strike. And that one is lifted in the air. Sanders under it. Drops into the glove. And that is that. There's a strike. That one ripped right center field. That's back. Caught just shy of the wall. Chases that one upstairs.
0-1.
That's in there, and it's 0-2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses, struck him out. To second, but way too late, safe there. Chance for the Hilldales to break it open early with Oscar Charleston digging in, and 2 runners on with nobody out. Miller back to work. Cut on and lifted in the air. Sanders brings it in, and that is a big first out. Ground ball up the middle. Dives, and he can't hang on. No throw, and the defense comes away with nothing. Hit hard, base hit. And they're happy to play station to station right here. Bases loaded, nobody out. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Bradley makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. Up the middle. In plenty of time to first. Inning over. First and second, no outs. Oscar Charleston stepping in now. Miller back to work. Hit on the ground, might be 2. 1 at second, and they get him easily at first. It's a double play.
In 1921, not only did Oscar Charleston win the Triple Crown playing on the St. Louis Giants, he led the league in steals, too. Only one other player ever did that, Ty Cobb in 1909. But Cobb didn't also lead the league in doubles and triples like Oscar did. Unreal.
Hit in the air, left field. Sanders. And puts the squeeze on that one. And a quick out, number one. Oscar didn't stop dominating once the 1921 season ended. The St. Louis Giants played a 5-game interracial exhibition series against the Cardinals, and Oscar hit over 300 with 2 homers, 2 triples, and 8 runs batted in. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Newman gets under it. Hauls it in for the out.
Boog, you mentioned Oscar's incredible performance against the Cardinals in 1921. The team had never won the pennant at that point, and it took them another 4 years to do it. If they'd been willing to sign Oscar, chances are it would have happened sooner.
The tying run at the plate. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And there's one down. Now, Oscar Charleston. Miller back to work. Here's a high chopper. Burns to second. That's one. Throw to first, but he beat it. And the first offering is not close. And another ball. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Two out, space is empty. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Miller back to work. And that one upstairs, ball one. Swung out, belted. Deep. That one went back there, and that one's going to land not so much here, but here. Here's Oscar Charleston to the plate with a chance to make this a big first inning for the Crawfords. Swung out, belted. Deep. That one went back there, and that one's going to land not so much here, but here.
Oscar Charleston didn't just star on that 1935 Pittsburgh Crawfords team. He was the manager, too. He skippered the team to the Negro League's World Series title, out-managing the great Martin Digo along the way.
That one missed.
That 1935 series had one of the greatest groups of talent ever. Pittsburgh had Oscar, Josh Gibson, Cool Papa Bell, Judy Johnson, and Leroy Matlock. And the Cubans had Martin Digo, Rap Dixon, and Lefty Tion.
Don't forget that Oscar had that incredible 1935 series when he was 38 years old. You know how many other players have batted 300 and hit 3 homers in a World Series at that age, Singy?
I think just 2. Let's see, Johnny Mize and Willie Stargell.
That is exactly right. Both those guys are Hall of Famers. Now it's Oscar. Charleston trying to bring home the winning run for Pittsburgh against the legendary Martin Digo, and fouled off.
Game on the line. Oscar Charleston with a chance to tie it up, facing off against Martin Digo. What a tremendous matchup right here.
One strike away. Hard on the ground to first. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game. Oscar Charleston digs in against Martin Digo with a chance to win it for the Crawfords. That one is crushed, and this series will continue. Oscar Charleston blasts a 3-run walk-off homer to win it for the Crawfords. Oscar Charleston steps in for the Hilldales with runners at the corners and nobody out. A big opportunity. First pitch misses.
1-0.
Chet Brewer, one of the best pitchers of the Negro League, said he loved to pitch when Oscar Charleston was playing first base because Oscar was so strong that he could take a new baseball, turn it between his hands, and open up the seams.
And they get Charleston for the out. Oscar was definitely feared for his ability just as much as his strength. Connie Johnson, who later pitched for the White Sox and Orioles, said he'd come to bat with the score tied and they'd walk him. I wondered why until one day they pitched to him and he hit it out of the park. 2 down, nobody on. Swinging a foul straight back.
It wasn't just Negro Leaguers who knew how good Oscar was. In 37 games against white major leaguers, Boog, Oscar hit .355 with 10 homers, 7 steals, and 38 RBI. And he wasn't facing scrubs either. He got his hits off of Bob Feller and Walter Johnson and homered off of Lefty Grove and Grover Cleveland Alexander.
Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Cut off, throw to second. There's the tag.
Out.
They get him, and that's the inning. Popped up. Little makes the grab for the second out.
Negro Leagues teams played fewer games per year than the National League and American League. But if you adjust Oscar's career stats to a 162-game season, he'd have averaged a .365 batting line with 25 homers and 151 RBIs every year.
Kicks and deals. And that one fouled off. Let's not forget about how good Oscar was on defense. Cool Papa Bell said it was like Oscar knew where the ball was going before it was hit. And Oscar's teammate Dizzy Dismuke said that opposing players complained that 4 men were playing the outfield. And that one misses up and in. And that's ball 1. Inside, almost got him. Rip to right, base hit. Makes the turn and heads for second. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for 2. And that is the inning. Oscar Charleston stepping in now. Bell back to work. And that one is popped in the air, shallow center, and it drops in. Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball. One down, base is empty. High fly ball out into left center field. Sanders on the move to the gap. Makes the grab, and there's 2 away. Swinging a foul out of play. Swung on, belted. Deep. That one way back there. And that one's going to land not so much here, but here. Ball 1, no strikes. And a foul ball. The 1-1 is fouled off. Man at second. And he hits a ground ball right side. A sliding stop. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out. All set for the start of the inning. And now the first baseman, Oscar Charleston. Poe back to work.
Hey. 0-1's the count.
Inside, almost got him. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. So runners at the corners, nobody out. And here's the first baseman, Oscar Charleston. That missed by a lot. Ball one. McDonald at third. Glass at first with no outs. And that one fouled off. The pitch. In the air, right center. This is mashed way back and gone. Pitch misses, and that is ball one. Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya. Here's the great Oscar. Charleston stepping in for Pittsburgh to face Bill Foster. That one almost got him. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. Bell coming home. He will score, and they take the lead. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for two. That one to first. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. And they get Charleston for the out. Ripped into center, base hit. Coming home. Here comes the throw. And he's in there. And a run comes in to score. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for two. They limit the damage here. Lifted in the air, right center field. Bradley on the move to the alley. He's got it, and the inning is over. Oscar Charleston stepping in now. Swung on, belted. Bradley ranging back. Gone! Big dog's gotta eat.
The Negro Leagues had its fair share of dominant pitchers, the likes of Satchel Paige.
Now here is Waters.
Leroy Matlock kind of flew under the radar as a pitcher, but there's a good reason that Cool Papa Bell called him one of the most underrated pitchers in the league. He could dominate any lineup on any given day, and he used every inch of his natural ability.
Now the number 2 hitter, Reese. Reading up on Matlock, he comes across as a guy who is the opposite of Satchel Paige. Didn't seek the spotlight, wasn't a showman on the mound, but still a tremendous pitcher and ball player. He once said, "I'd rather play baseball than eat." And that's a little bit high. And the count is 2-0. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. That one finds the zone. It's 2-2. And down on strikes he goes. Matlock off to a nice start for St. Louis in this one. And the batter now, Marshall. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
It's always interesting to see how Negro League stars performed against teams of white players. Well, in his prime, Leroy Matlock went 2-1 in 6 games against the white all-star squads and allowed less than 3 runs per 9 innings.
Good eye in that spot. Chris, you brought up Leroy's performance against the white all-star teams. He once outdueled Dizzy Dean and dominated against Hall of Famers Jimmy Fox, Rogers Hornsby, Johnny Mize, Paul and Lloyd Wainer, and Bill Terry. That's an unreal level of competition. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Catcher has it, fires to first. And it's in time for the 3rd out, so that'll end the inning. Quite a matchup here as Turkey Stearns digs in for Detroit against Matlock. Matlock back to work. That's in there, and it's 0-1.
One of those games against white teams, Boog, was a complete game win for Leroy and the St. Louis Stars, where he held 3 future Hall of Famers to 3 combined hits. Sadly, it was the last ever game for the St. Louis Stars.
Left-hand hitter waits. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. So Matlock gets the better of Turkey in this showdown. So up next, Taylor. And ball 1.
That's low. That's a ball. Yeah!
On the ground to the left. And it goes just foul. 1 down, base is empty. Pitch in the dirt. And the count is even, 2-2.
2-2.
And there's a ball.
Count is full.
To the right side. And that quickly 2 away. So 2 down now, and here is Gardner. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Just missed. So now 1-2.
1-2.
Matlock racking up the Ks now. That's number 4 in this game. And we're back. Here's the left fielder, Harvey.
Heck one. 0-1.
Matlock ready to fire now.
That missed. That's a ball. Here. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that's downstairs and outside. Got him. Leroy Matlock continuing to mow down these Detroit hitters. And here is Bell. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
It's 0-1.
Now this is in the air down the line. Sanders sizes this one up. Out number 2. And now the pitcher, Phillips. There's the strike.
0-1.
And a swing and a miss there.
0-2.
Outside corner, got him looking. Now at the plate, Smith. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
0-1.
Inside, just missed.
Other players consider Leroy Matlock the smartest pitcher in the league. The only other Negro Leagues pitcher who came close to Leroy's level of control and command was Bill Foster, and he's in the Hall of Fame now.
Got him swinging. And there's one away. Now the catcher up to hit, Hughes. That one in there across the letters.
Not a lot of pitchers after Greg Maddux and Pedro Martinez who have that kind of elite command. Zach Greinke, CC Sabathia, and now George Kirby are really the only ones that leap to mind.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Gardner down to first with it. And it beats him for out number 2. That's a strikeout. Now a chance for Murray. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Chris, what is it about a pitcher with incredible command that makes it so difficult for hitters?
Well, I always found that they're always thinking one step ahead of you. Usually they lack the velocity, but their execution and their location is so on point that they're just difficult to square up.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Throws to first in time. And that's the 3rd out. We're at the top of the 8th. Here's the second baseman, Little. Matlock back to work. Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning. Smith, the next to hit. And that curveball drops in there for a strike.
That 1935 season of Leroy Matlock's is unbelievable. His ERA for that year was more than 3 times as good as the league average. That's even better than what Pedro Martinez did in 2000. Incredible.
Struck him out looking. West will hit next. Hard ground ball for a base knock. Headed for the plate. The throw home. Safe. In comes the run from second. And it's a 1-run game. Brown comes on now.
Well, the best relievers love the...
Welcome back to Greenleaf Field. We go to the 8th. Leading off, Little. This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
Well, these guys need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Smith. That one's in there. It's 0-1.
0-1.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Matlock still so sharp late in this game as he looks to shut down Chicago and keep his remarkable winning streak going. West now at the plate as he swings through strike one. That one finds the corner, and it's 0-2. Swings through it for the K. And he strikes out the side here in the 8th. New inning getting started, and now Turkey Stearns. Swing and a miss, strike one.
0-1.
And that's outside, and 1-1. And he takes a strike. Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes, and he keeps putting up the K's. That's number 11. Perry, batting with one down, takes a strike. Next offering is fouled back. This to center field. And it drops in. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. And now the right fielder, Bradley. First offering, and it just misses. Tying run at the plate. And a count 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Now only one out remaining. Now the third baseman, Sutter. Top of the zone for a called strike. Just missed. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Matlock is just 1 strike away. Gets a piece and stays alive. That one in the dirt. 2-2. A little bit low. Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. The tying run at the plate. Swing and a ball popped up. Waters. Ball game. Leroy Matlock is on a historic run right now as he slams the door for yet another win. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the second baseman, Fernandez. Matlock back to work. Slider right there.
0-1.
That finds the mark on the inside corner. That one's upstairs, ball one. Cut on and miss, struck him out. So just 2 outs left to get for Matlock to keep this winning streak alive. Perez in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Ball inside.
1 out, base is empty. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. On the ground to third. Tosses to first. And Matlock now just 1 out away. So it's their last chance in this one. Rap Dixon digging in now. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. They're down to their final strike. This could end it. Ball game. A strikeout finishes off the latest win in Leroy Matlock's historic streak.
Leroy Matlock had
Back now at Forbes Field, bottom of the 6th. Have the left fielder, Sanders. That one missed. Leroy Matlock had an incredible reputation among his teammates and opponents. He showed up on a lot of all-time Negro League rosters, including one from Oscar Charleston, who was himself one of the greatest players ever. Swings through that one for strike 2.
After the career he had in Pittsburgh, it's nice to know that Leroy's legacy lives on there. He's part of an exhibit at PNC Park that honors the Pittsburgh Crawfords and Homestead Grays.
Smith digs in now. Swings through that one.
It's 0-1.
And strike 2.
0-2.
And down on strikes. Nice job by Matlock to get the better of Buck here. Here's the center fielder, Newman. Just missed. So 2 balls and no strikes. And it looks like he wants to go through the signs again. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Popped in the air, left field. And Dixon hauls it in for the out. And that's the inning. Bottom of the inning, and now the first baseman, Buck Leonard. Right through there for a strike. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Swings and misses, struck him out. Perry now at the plate. Inside corner, and that's called a strike. Pitch is in there, and it's 0-2. And that one upstairs.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Now it's going to be Burns. And that one is downstairs. 1-0. On the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. High pressure spot here for Leroy Matlock with the bases full and nobody out. And here is Murray. Matlock back to work. That one a little bit high, and that's ball 1. That clips the corner. And a count 1-2. Strike 3, got him swinging. The unflappable Leroy Matlock takes care of business and escapes unscathed. Glass swings through it for strike 1.
0-1.
And a strike in there. And a swing and a miss. Now Matlock only needs 1 out to escape this bases loaded jam. Mason in the box now, takes strike 1.
No balls.
With the go-ahead run at third, here the bottom of the 7th. And that's off the inside edge. Going to count 1-2. Struck him out. Leroy Matlock, a huge K to escape with the bases loaded.
Beat up the block in the gun.
Leroy Matlock working in a tight spot here with the Crawfords in danger of surrendering this lead here in the 8th. Burns getting ready to hit.
I think Leroy Matlock belongs in any discussion of the best lefty pitchers in Negro League history. He could go toe-to-toe with Andy Cooper, Bill Foster, Sam Streeter, or Lefty Tion for sure.
In the dirt. And an excellent job keeping it right there. You know, with Matlock's short but brilliant career, I'm reminded of another great lefty, Sandy Koufax. Both of them had so much respect from their teammates and rivals. Yeah, that's fouled off. Matlock wheels and deals. Swings and misses. 0-2 now. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And that one is in the dirt. And the count is 1-2. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row. And now the center fielder, Bradley. That one catches the zone, and that's strike one. Swing and a miss.
0-2.
Outside low. Now 1-2. And that just misses. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. And we're back. And now it's going to be Smith. There's the strike.
0-1's the count. Hey, no ball, 2 strikes.
And a good eye there. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Here's the third baseman, Sutter. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Swings through that.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Ground ball right side. Waters. Tosses to first. 2 up, 2 down. So they're down to their final out. Little will hit next. This one popped up. Ball game. Leroy Matlock and the Pittsburgh Crawfords hold on for the win. Hey everyone, it's Boog Shambi. Welcome to the show. And next for L.A., Jackie Robinson. Now time called at the plate.
You hear about a lot of guys who are 2 or 3 sports stars in college. Jackie Robinson, a 4 sports star. He was a Division I standout in baseball, basketball, football, and track.
And I think we can all be thankful that Jackie chose to pursue baseball. As great a football or basketball player as he might have been, it couldn't have matched his achievements on the diamond.
Still fun to imagine what Jackie could have done as a pro football player. He led the nation in punt return yardage 2 years in a row in college at UCLA.
Holmes back to work. Now a screamer into the outfield. And Acuna able to make the grab. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, and that's a foul ball.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Line drive, base hit. And with the inning still alive, here comes the heart of the order. One down. Digging in, Jackie Robinson. Maybe expecting a bunt here. Third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one. Drops one down in front of the plate. It's safe at first, a bunt single. drive, and that's a base hit into right field. The run scores from third. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 4. So 2 down, and now Jackie Robinson. Swung on, belted. Lee giving chase. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. Fly ball to right. Yastrzemski squeezes it. Runner tags at second, and he's in safely at third with 1 out. Ha! 1 out, bases empty. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Line to left. Ramos puts it away for the out, and there's 2 down. Jelly back to work. Shortened the bunt and missed it. It's 0-1. Bunt attempt popped up. Pulls it in on the run. 1 down. Rolled to short, possible 2 ball. They get the out on Robinson. So 2 down, Jackie Robinson steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And that one is lifted in the air. Lee in position, makes the catch. And he drops it down the third baseline. And foul ball. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. One out, bases empty, and a run in. Top half of inning number 4. Ball 1 there.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
1 down, bases empty. Lifted in the air, right field. Hauls it in for the out. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
0-1.
And a foul ball. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle to base hit. Now a long throw home. It's offline. The run comes in. Trying to bunt his way on. Wait. To first, safe. And runners at the corners after the infield single. Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. MLB The Show brings you Diamond Dynasty Baseball. It's San Francisco taking on Cleveland. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about ready to go. And today on the hill, Blake Snell. Lots of punch-outs, a real strikeout artist, Singy.
Power pitcher. He's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of his hand will explode the breaking ball. Very difficult for hitters to keep that front side closed and hit the ball the other way, because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger, the fastball will beat them.
Squares, pushes at it, misses it. It's a strike, and it's 0-1. Gets the bunt down the right side. And they put the tag on him for the out. Rap Dixon digging in now. Bunting for a hit. He pops it up. Torres. And that's a bunt single. That was placed perfectly.
The first baseman, Buck.
2 outs, runner at first. And now the first baseman, Buck Leonard. That one way outside. 1-0. Dixon off of first with 2 away. And another ball. Chris with that distraction and a speedy guy at first. He's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
1 strike.
You see the velocity 97 with that fastball. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. The high heat. And we're back. And our pitcher in this game, Leon Day.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Jarren Duran, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike one. Struck him out swinging. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Rap Dixon getting ready to hit. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. And Stearns makes the catch. That's out number 2. Here's the catcher, Jason Varitek.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Swing and a foul straight back. Two down, nobody on. And it's fouled away. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. That one missing inside. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. Back here at American Family Field. New inning getting started. And now the DH, Leon Day. Snell back to work. Swing and a miss. And that's strike one. Snell measures 6 feet 4 inches. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slurve, a changeup, and he works in a slider. Right through there for a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Next offering upstairs. Set down on strikes. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective. Oscar Charleston stepping in now. Swings through that one. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. And Dixon makes the play. Bullet Rogan digging in now.
The second baseman, Bullet Rogan.
Out to short. And it's through for a hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Wastes no time there. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Hank Thompson digging in now. Strike one.
0-1.
Foul ball.
That fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
In the dirt. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. And it's in time for the third out, so that'll end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. And here's the first baseman, David Ortiz. Hard ground ball, base knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Corey Seager, the next to hit, takes ball one. That's in there. This one kicks away a little as he can't squeeze it.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes.
In the dirt. Day kicks and delivers. Swing and a ball popped in the air out to shallow center. And Rogan makes the grab for the out. And there's one away. Here's Jose Ramirez. Fought off foul. Ortiz leads off first with one away. That misses. 1-1. And misses inside. In the dirt, blocked. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
3-2.
Second inning here, no score. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Oh, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
Yordan Alvarez in the box with one away as he takes ball 1. Swing and a foul out of play.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Grounder might be 2. Leonard to second. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. And that'll do it. Back here in Milwaukee. All set for the start of the inning. Now here is Patrick Bailey. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Well, these players definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Strike 3. Got him looking on the changeup. Cool Papa Bell digging in now. He's 0 for 1. And a swing and a miss.
Blake Snell on the mound today, and everyone knows he's got a great shoe collection, but his trophy cabinet's pretty full as well. He's won multiple Cy Young awards, one in the American League with the Rays and another in the National League with the Padres.
Got him on the off-balance throw, and they get Bell for the out. Stearns, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. They say it went.
Snell won his second Cy Young Award in 2023, the same season he led the majors in walks. That doesn't happen very often.
That's strike 3, and the third. And we're back. Now it's the second baseman, Gleyber Torres. Nobody on his team has been better at driving in runs this season, Singy. And that's outside. Up and in, and the count is 2-0.
No strike.
On the ground, out to short. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe. Here's Shohei Ohtani. He was late there, strike 1.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, It's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
Stearns pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
And there's a foul ball. Missed with a changeup and 1-1. Just off the inside edge. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now one out. So digging in, Rap Dixon. Flied to right his first time. Pitch misses inside, and it's 1-0.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
And a pitch. That's down and in.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute.
That one is absolutely belted. Tattooed to Tatertown and gone. That should put a jolt into this home crowd. It's 3-0. One down. And now the switch hitting catcher, Jason Varitek. 0 for 1 so far. Outside with a breaking ball. Next pitch is outside.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Day maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, guys, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
Draws the walk there.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on a tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
Ortiz, the next to hit, takes outside. Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
Well, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him. Nobody really wants their rhythm broken up, but sometimes they need a little pick-me-up.
That smash towards center. And Charleston hauls it in for the out.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Varitek off of first with 2 away. Outside. Ball 2. And downstairs.
3 balls, no strike.
So now 2 on and 2 outs. First and second, 2 outs. Now it's Jose Ramirez. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
There it was, a high-velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Check swing, called strike. Chases the changeup in the dirt. Throw to first. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. On to the 4th, and the batter will be the shortstop, Rap Dixon. He swings and fouls one off.
So after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning, get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Ball.
Tough to take a two-strike changeup that just missed. I think it froze him.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. Buck Leonard digging in now. Checks his swing. Appeal down to third. And yes, he offered at it. 1 out, bases empty. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Leon Day digging in now. Caught looking his first time up. Swing and a miss.
Well, right now this battery is seeing the aggressiveness of the hitters early in the count and often. So got to be real careful that you don't give too good of a pitch, especially early in the count.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Makes the catch, inning over. Back here at American Family Field. Now the left fielder, Yordan Alvarez. Pitch misses inside. Ball 1.
Well, these guys showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They've worked 3 walks already, so that proves they're not anxious up there. They're sticking to their game plan, and it's working.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Bailey gathers, throws to first, got him. 1 away on the strikeout.
Just not a good pitch to swing at. One reason he's an everyday player is he usually lays off of that junk.
Torres takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. Next pitch misses, and that's ball 2. That clips the corner. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Spin rate's outstanding on that high fastball. Really tough to hit.
That's towards center. Charleston underneath it. He's there. He's got it. 2 down. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. First pitch, and he just misses.
That's ball 2.
Next offering is fouled back. Next one misses. Now 3-1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Hit in the air, center field. And Charleston makes the catch. Ready now for the 5th inning. Here's the center fielder, Oscar Charleston. Snell back to work. Just missed.
You know, this group of hitters, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them.
Comes up empty. That's strike two.
So those
One
first
ball,
pitch numbers
two
tell me
strikes.
they should try to find a way to slow this game down a bit. Things have been moving just too quickly for them at times.
Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. Here's the second baseman, Bullet Rogan. That one fouled off. One down, base is empty. Late with the swing there.
Threw that fastball right by
No
him,
ball,
slightly
2 strikes.
elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Hit in the air, left field. Hauls it in for the out. 2 down, base is empty. Here's Thompson to hit now. He's 0 for 1. Swings through that one for strike one.
So far, this
0-1.
guy's been able to tease the strike zone, gets those swings and misses. Somebody's going to have to shorten up, be a little more patient, and make this guy work in the zone a little more.
0-2 is the count.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now batting Jarren Duran. Just missed. Duran measures 6 feet 2 inches, 205 pounds, and he's usually in left field, but today he's patrolling center.
ball 2.
2 balls, no strikes, the count.
Well, typically left fielders have the least amount of range in the outfield, so for him to take the responsibility in center field in this one, he's going to really need his corner teammates to help him out in the gaps.
Day comes to the plate. Foul ball there.
So glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
It goes down looking. Rap Dixon, the next to hit. He's already homered in this game. And that
Ball
one
one.
upstairs, ball 1.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Next offering is in for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. And
Oh,
that
that's
misses. 2 balls and a strike. Yeah, that's fouled off. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. And there's 2 gone following the strikeout. 2 outs, base is empty. Jason Varitek now at the plate. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a
No
ton.
balls, 2 strikes.
Chases the changeup in the dirt. Gets to it onto first. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. Top 6. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Patrick Bailey.
Bailey.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
0-2.
And that
Oh,
one
that's
missing low. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Here's the left fielder, Cool Papa Bell. 0 for 2 in this one. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
To second, there's one. Turkey Stearns stepping to the plate now.
3-pitch strikeout.
Runner takes off. Swing and a miss. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. Hard hit right side. Torres over to first, and they get Stearns for the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Dixon now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
0-1.
A bunt, and it's popped up. Reaching for it and brings it in. Bottom of the 6th inning, and now the first baseman, David Ortiz. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Breaking ball misses down and away.
2-0 count to a guy with this much pop at the dish. You better expect him to be turning on something. It's going to either get hit hard to the pull side, or the fans better look out in the stands.
Popped up on the left side of the infield. Puts it away for the out. Here comes Corey Seager.
Shortstop, Corey Seager.
And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. Pitch misses, and the count even 1-1.
1-1.
Late on that fastball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Struck him out looking. So 2 down now, and here is Jose Ramirez. He is struck out, and he is walked. That one off the mark, ball 1. And that one fouled off. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
To the right side, and it goes just foul. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
And that one is inside.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure that...
3.
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. We go to the top of the 7th, and the batter now, Buck Leonard.
The first baseman, Buck Leonard.
Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. a breaking ball misses outside. Next offering is in for a strike. Gets a piece and stays alive. Next pitch is outside. Just misses with that one.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
Got him. So he cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout. Next is the designated hitter, Leon Day. Fouled off left side.
Oh, I think the key, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. 2 down, base. Is empty, and now the center fielder, Oscar Charleston.
Andy Cooper.
And that one is downstairs, and that's ball 1. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a high fly ball left field. And he makes the catch. And that's the 3rd. Back here in Milwaukee, set for the last half of the 7th. Here's Jordan Alvarez.
Now pitching.
So they turn things over to one of their young arms, Hayden Birdsong.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Out to center, Charleston under it. He makes the grab, and there's one down.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Here's Gleyber Torres. And a swing and a miss there.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And that's outside. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. And it beats him for out number 2. That's a strikeout.
Well, maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination. Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you.
High in the air, out to right. And Stearns makes the grab for the out. And that will end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the second baseman, Bullet Rogan. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least 1 run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
That one ripped. And in one hops the wall. Now he'll turn for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. He put a great swing on that ball, took the barrel right to it. Nice extension as well. 105 exit velocity. That tells you everything you need to know about that swing.
Hank Thompson steps into the box. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
In there at the knees. Swinging a foul straight back. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Brings it in, and there's one away. And here's the catcher, Patrick Bailey, 1 for 2. Just missed. Swing and a miss, strike one. One out, and a runner at second, and we're in the top of the 8th. Dixon underneath it. Nabs it. Runner tags at second. Applies the tag, and they get 2. And we're back. Now, Jarren Duran.
The center fielder, Jarren.
Birdsong back to work. Birdsong, 23 years old, and he was a 6th-round draft pick in 2020. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
0-2.
Inside.
Ball 1.
Now 1-2. Got him looking for the K. Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone. And now the right fielder, Rap Dixon. He's already homered here in this one. Swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
In the air, left field, down the line, and Bell makes the play.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down.
Eric Miller on the pitch here. He's into the game with the bases empty.
Miller.
Varitek in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball.
Counts 1-0.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
Just not able to catch up to that
1 ball, 1
velocity.
strike.
And it's fouled away. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. On to first, got him. Inning over on the strikeout. Back here at American Family Field, and here is Cool Papa Bell.
Cool Papa Bell. Now pitching. Luger.
Swings through that one.
0-1.
And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. On the ground. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. The throw is late, and they don't get the out. Man at first, nobody out. Turkey Stearns digs in now. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout.
Runner.
Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second in the dirt. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Great anticipation after the secondary lead, and sometimes you can't tell how far away it gets from that catcher, but because it was towards the first base dugout, easy read.
This to center field. Duran pulls it down. 1 away. He's 2 outs away. Now it's the shortstop, Rap Dixon. 1 for 3. So now a pinch hitter, Willie McCovey. He gets a chance with a runner in scoring position and 1 gone. Swings over the top of that one.
0-1's the count.
chases that one upstairs.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
And
That's
ball
a ball.
one.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And they're down to their last out. No advance. Good job behind the dish. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Buck Leonard. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
It's a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
This could end it. Got him, and that's the ball game. The shutout in this. Coming to you live from Southern California, the show brings you Diamond Dynasty Baseball. It's the Giants taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. Ready to go now? Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Cool Papa Bell. Swing and a ball popped in the air, and that'll fall for a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Snell keeping him close. At the plate, Turkey Stearns.
Nope, that's a ball.
Throw to second and
Ball
great
one, no
jump.
strike.
And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Gets him to chase after that one.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
And that one fouled off.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs.
Snellzilla picks up the strikeout. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And now the shortstop. Runner breaks for third. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to third. Save. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away. Way out front for strike two.
Then he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
That missed by a lot. And that is ball one.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
That misses the zone. It's 2-2.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Lays out. Oh, it's off his glove. He beats the throw, and a run scores. So they turn to the lefty in this spot, Alex Vesia.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is. He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
Runner on the go. 1-0. They pitch out. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
High leg kick hangs in the air, but he read it nicely, and now in scoring position.
Runner on the go again. Strike in there. Throw to third. Save. That wasn't close. That one ripped right center field. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. In comes the run from third, and they lead by 2.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it.
Into center and a base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Safe. And they're up by 3.
He's safe.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Now it's going to be Oscar Charleston. Takes it in for the out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Conforto sizing this one up, and that is that. Now the left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. Just missed.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Foster winds and fires. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. There's the swing and a miss.
2-2 to count.
Teoscar goes down on strikes. Now the number 2 hitter. And that one is in for a strike at 95. 0-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
0-2.
1 out, bases empty. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Here's Mookie now. Right through there for a strike. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Now pitching for the
Anthony
Dodgers,
Banda will take over here.
number 43,
Hank Thompson steps into the box.
Banda.
Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya. And they add on. It's 4-0. Here's the catcher, Patrick Bailey. That one hammered but pulled foul. Next offering is fouled back. And a pitch. That one missed.
Always exciting to see a leadoff
One
home
ball,
run
two
in an
strikes,
inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Ground ball right side. Handles, throws to first. 1 out in the second. So the batting order turns over. Cool Papa Bell will hit next. And a foul ball. Banda, in his 4th year, he features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a sinker, and he works in a changeup. On the ground to third. Muncy sends it to first, and they get Bell for the out. Now it's the right fielder, Turkey Stearns. Fought off foul. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
They really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Hernandez snags it, and that is that. Bottom of the second. Here's Freddie Freeman now. The Dodgers in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. Need a good at-bat out of him right here.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
Very humble guy, and on the field, off the field, and he goes about his at-bats in that way, Boog. He's just trying to stay with the plan, and that plan is hit the ball to left center field, drive the ball that way, let it travel.
Yep. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ground ball. Thompson throws to first in time. 1 up, 1 down. Will Smith to the plate.
Talk about being able to dial up the velocity. That first baseman over there might need a little pad inside that first baseman's mitt.
The count.
The 0-1. Just missed. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. And ring him up, says Carl Dixon. That's a strikeout. 2 outs, base is empty. Muncy digs in. And that misses. And that's ball 1. 2 outs, base is empty. And another ball.
2-0.
And now 2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
You're getting a taste right here of what Max Muncy does. Has a really good eye at the strike zone. On the ground, right side. Sends it to first. They get the out on
pitching for the
Evan
Dodgers,
Phillips gets the call from the pen. So digging in, Rap Dixon. The pitch. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. One up, one down. And now here is Buck Leonard. He doubled home a run at his first AB. Tap foul at the plate. And that's outside.
That's a ball.
And the count 1-2. Leonard hammers this one deep to right. Unbelievable! A home run! I don't believe what I just saw. I don't believe what I just saw. And next is the designated hitter, Leon Day. RBI single his last time up. Liner, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Off the bat, it was headed for the gap all the way. And as a hitter, you love seeing those as you take your first couple of steps out of the box. You know you've got some real estate to run on, and such a good feeling. Nice liner into the gap right there.
So up next, Oscar Charleston. Tag, and they got him. Mays is out. They picked him off. Bunting for a hit. He's safe. On with a bunt single. Bullet Rogan, the next to hit. In the air, center field. Edman going after it. And that is that. Back here at Chavez Ravine, bottom of the inning. And now Miguel Rojas. Foster back to work. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. And that one wrapped foul. And the 0-2. Next offering is outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Up the middle. Rogan handles this one. Fires to first on the run. Nicely done for the out. Tommy Edman at the plate. Right down to shoot. Strike one. Now a drag bunt, third base side. And that's just foul. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Now only 1 out remaining. Michael Conforto will climb in. That's in there. That's strike one.
Here's someone, historically speaking, that prefers day games over night games. So I'm excited to see what he does in this one.
Right through there for a strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
The Dodgers down to their final strike. And that's in the dirt. Lifted to left, and that should do it. And that is the ball game.
Sometimes it takes just getting away from home. Players can